If you think this, then quite frankly, you are stupid and your training is wrong. I don't even say it to be malicious, because I've seen loads of people do it, and I actually used to do it myself, right? And it was just a massive mistake. And it's so simple to fix. And when you fix it, everything will be fine. And that is keeping asking me about what exercise to do. What's the best exercise? It's like, I'll get so many texts saying, Rourke, what's the best back exercise? Or what's the best biceps exercise? And it's like, if you channeled all that focus of finding the best exercise into actually becoming the best at the exercises you do in the gym, then you get fucking massive. And then you might think like, what do you mean? Or how do you do that? It's simple. Like, you want to get as strong as possible as every exercise you do, right? So let's say you do barbell bench press. You do barbell bench, and well, when you do barbell bench, you do a couple warm-up sets and then you rep it out, all right? And if you compare that to a machine chest press, okay? But let's say you don't give a fuck about the machine chest press, you just do a couple reps on it. Which exercise do you think you'll make more gains from? The one where you've properly prepared yourself for barbell bench, or a machine chest press where you just don't give a fuck and you just like do a couple, you know, you just walk straight in there and just send it. Obviously the barbell bench press, right? Because you take it more seriously. So you need to take all your exercises super seriously, and then, you know, you'll get a lot better. Like, I'm crashing out a little bit. I'm crashing out 100% because like so many people are leaving so many gains on the table because you aren't fully trying your absolute best on the exercise. And like you say, no, I train till failure. Training till failure is not enough. Like, just solely on the failure. It sounds like a bit crazy, but it's not. Like, if you actually tried your best, you do stuff outside of the gym, right? To make yourself better at the exercise. I know you might be thinking, what the fuck do you mean outside of the gym? I mean, imagine you got 6 hours of sleep and then you did a barbell bench press or a dumbbell bench press. You just do it as if you had your 6 hours of sleep. And then what happens if you got 7.5 hours of sleep or 8 hours of sleep? Okay, week by week, you would definitely get better than what you did if you got the 6 hours. And then if you took like magnesium glycinate to make your sleep better, that's like another 0.5%. And then before the gym, instead of having your stupid squares bar or whatever you have before your workout, maybe like a banana or something. The banana's fine, but you know, you have like actually rice, and you have like protein, and then you have like some fruit like kiwi, and then you have a banana. So you don't eat too much food, but you have the carbs, you have the fruit, you have the protein, and you properly fuel yourself for your workout. Then how much better do you think you'll get at the barbell bench press? And then, you know, you take creatine. You know, that's another percentage. Then how much better? And then we can actually go into the barbell bench press and go about the warm-ups. How do you warm up for your shit? Because if you are the guy, this is a whole nother tangent as well. If you're the guy who does a separate exercise to warm up for the exercise you're doing, that is stupid. Like the guys who do a chest press movement and then they warm up with flies to get some blood in the chest. You can get blood in the chest by doing a lighter weight on the same exercise. Like, why would you? I do not understand why you would ever want to do a different exercise. There is literally no reason. Like, the only way to warm up for the exercise you do is through the exercise you do with lighter weights and more reps. So for example, like, you know, if you're doing an exercise, you can do 50% for 8 reps and then 80% for 2 reps, and then you rest 3 minutes, and then you do your 2 sets. That's like the bog standard. Obviously, when you're doing like dumbbell bench and all that, you might go more in detail. So if you're doing 50 kg dumbbell bench, let's say, each hand, you could start with 20 kgs for like 8, and then you go like 30s for like 4 to 6, and then you do 40s for 2, right? And then you go into your 50s, and then you rep them out. Then you're going to get way better at the 50s than if you just did a couple reps of like the 30 kgs. I see these massive guys, like, they'll walk in the gym, and then they're like, they'll rep out some 30 kg dumbbells and then go straight to 50. And it's like, mate, you'd be able to do so much more fucking weight safely. Like, if you did it like that is literally the thing. And so many people mess up on that. And the same thing goes for like bicep curls. Do you think you just go and do your bicep curls? Your biceps aren't any different. Your muscles don't have a brain. Your muscle doesn't think, okay, this is a bicep curl, I'm not going to warm up. I don't have to prepare for this shit. No, do you think I just walked in and did 27 kg, 30 kg bicep curls off the dome? Obviously not. You warm up properly. I'll do 15 kgs for 8 reps and then 22 kgs for 2 reps. and then I'll rest 3 minutes, and then I'll go into 30 kgs on the bicep curls. If I'm like super extreme, I might even rest a teeny bit in between the warm-up sets on my big pressing ones. Like if I'm going for a dumbbell bench, like I might do that shit. So that's how you prepare in the gym. And then obviously, you know, outside the gym, you got to get the sleep in, you got to get the diet in, you get your pre-workout fuel in, post-workout you eat. And like you might be thinking post-workout, yeah, it's obviously about recovery, but like it's not really that deep on my performance. It is, because it's a long-term game. Like you want to be fueling yourself after your workout as well. And like people saying, oh, if I drink or if I do this shit, like fine, do whatever the fuck you want. I made loads of gains drinking and sending it hard. I probably sent it way harder than everyone else watching this video. And you can still make gains if you have your lifestyle. It's your standard. Your standard is your protein and your training. That should be your minimum standard. I'm going to train, warm up properly, and, you know, focus on getting as good as possible on my exercises rather than choosing the best exercise. And then in terms of my diet, I'm going to hit my protein, and you're going to get your steps in. And then you use your own eyes to look at your body weight. Am I gaining fat? Okay, decrease the carbs. Maybe I still eat eggs with the yolks, but maybe on the mince I have less fat mince. Or maybe like you make the adjustments based on how you look. It's a long-term game. It's not like, boom, next week I'm going to get in the best shape. The only thing you can actually focus on is improving your lifts and hitting your protein. And that's all you got to do. So quit fucking looking for the best option. That's like looking for a quick six-pack overnight. You need to look at getting the best of your exercise. You need to be doing your dumbbell bench press. Like, why are you looking for the best dumbbell bench press when you're pressing 30 kgs? Like, why? Like, maybe if you were pressing 50 kgs with good form, dumbbells in each arm, then you can focus about looking at the better exercises. But right now, like, you have the wrong shit in your mind. Like, completely.